Do you sometimes feel like you've lost your joy in life, like you don't even know what lights you up anymore? And when someone asks you the question, what would you do if you could do anything at all, if there was no limits? And your mind is so cluttered and foggy that all you can think of is lie down and cover my head with a blanket. And I know that feeling because that was me. I felt so lost. I forgot who I was and what I loved to do before I had children. If this is you, I promise you're not lost. You just haven't given yourself any time, and your joy and spark is still there inside. And I want to help you gently find your way back to this and just to see clearly what makes you uniquely you. So for anyone who doesn't know, hi, I'm Lisa. I'm a self-taught artist and entrepreneur. I recently took a leap and started my own online business. But not so long ago, I was feeling very lost and stuck, and I knew I wanted to start something new. But like you, I just couldn't see the wood from the trees. I didn't know where to start. Everything felt very overwhelming. And that's the reason I decided to start this YouTube channel as well, is to help women who have been feeling like this. And it's likely you've spent years looking after everyone else, or possibly you're so engrossed in a job that you don't particularly like and you have forgotten to even think about yourself. Well, I want this space to help you find a path back to yourself. Not with hustle, not with hard slog, but with a lot of softness, creativity, and little reminders of what makes you unique. And together we'll find your joy and you can shine your happy out to the world. So if you've clicked on this video, there is a very good chance that you've been feeling off, like you're running on autopilot, like maybe joy has quietly slipped out the back door and you're not really sure when that has happened. You've probably been giving all of your time and all of your energy and love to everyone around you, and your kids, your job, your family, and somehow you've forgotten to leave any little bit of time for yourself. I see you, I was you, and no, I'm not going to hit you with that big scary question. What would you do if you could do anything in the world? If there was no limits, you'd no money issues? Because honestly, when I heard that question recently during my own foggy phase, it terrified me. Because when you're in a fog, that question is like handing someone a blank canvas and saying, paint your dream life, but you haven't told them where the paintbrushes are or the paint is. So instead, we're going to start off really gently and just take some small but actionable steps. But start today. So step number 1, just carve out and create the smallest little space for yourself every day, 5 or 10 minutes, and it's just for you. So you're giving yourself quiet headspace and time. You don't have to do anything in that time, and it's just a few minutes, so no pressure. I like to find a few minutes just in the morning when I wake up so I set my alarm for 10 minutes before I have to wake and wake the kids. And in that 10 minutes, I will either just lie there and just think and reflect. On very tired mornings, I may fall back asleep, but I know if you're not a morning person, this will be a challenge. So you could do it when you're in the car, and I know a lot of you spend a lot of time in the car driving your kids from here to there, from football practice to dancing to singing. So maybe one of the times as you're waiting for them, you don't have to get out of the car or park in the distance. You don't have to talk to other moms. Just give yourself that time. Maybe bring a journal with you, or you have your notes app on your phone, or just sit there in quiet and just let all the thoughts come up, if that might be better. But if you do, I think journaling is very powerful. So if you have a journal in the car, I think it could be a great idea. And a couple of journaling prompts that helped me reconnect with myself. I'll just go through a couple here. So what used to bring me joy before life got so full? By asking questions like that, it's just getting you to reflect, and it's not about having the answer, but you can just jot down whatever comes into your mind. What's something small that makes me feel like me again? Again, it could be something from the past that you love doing, something that you would love to try. And the question of, if I didn't have to be perfect, what would I love to try? Because I think this is something that all of us will suffer with, because perfectionism, it is a nightmare. We all feel like there's no point starting. I'm too old to start that, and I should have done a course, or why didn't I do a course in that? I would have loved to do that. So if you didn't have to be perfect, what would I love to try? That's an interesting one, because it just opens you up to other possibilities as well. And journaling isn't about solving everything or having the answers for everything. It is just about remembering who you are and just piece by piece, just, giving yourself that time. So step number 2 is finding stillness in a way that works for you. So I know the best way to find stillness is through meditation, and you're sitting there. For me, I find that very difficult. I'm a very fidgety person, and I will be thinking, which I know is all about meditation. You let the thoughts settle, but if you are a person that does struggle with meditation, you probably will find that you put it off. So I just want to recommend a book that worked really well for me, because I was reading, but it was like I was meditating. And it's by Eckhart Tolle, and it's called Stillness Speaks. And it's a type of book that you can read from cover to cover. And I'd recommend you do that. Just read it from start to finish. But it isn't a kind of a chapter book that you have to follow in sequence. It's the type of book that you can pick up at night and tune in. I always think that you open it up at the page that you need and just read a couple of pages, and they're just full of bite-sized reflections. They're very deep, thought-provoking, calming. So you'll notice after your second or third night reading them, it gives you such peace and headspace. And I think even just these positive reflections are so good as you go to sleep, because your subconscious mind is picking up on it. So you feel a lot more rested in the morning. So if you are not a meditator, please try this book. I promise it made such a difference for me. Step 3 is let positivity soak in with very little effort. So for me, it was through subliminals. I found them absolutely amazing. So these are positive messages that feed your subconscious mind just while you go about your everyday. So they are perfect for you, because I know you're going to be busy doing laundry and cooking and cleaning and maybe walking the dog and driving here and there. So you can pop in your earbuds. There's so many subliminals out there. I'm going to link a couple of my favorites down below just to get you started. But like if you go on YouTube, you can do a search and find ones that resonate with you. But you're not supposed to concentrate. You're not supposed to even hear the words. They're just in the background. A lot of the time there might be nature sounds, but there's subliminal messages underneath. And it's so good because it is really feeding your mind, and it is replacing all of that mental clutter and negative chatter. So if you can start with just committing to those 3 steps, even 1 or 2 is great. If you do all 3, you will start noticing a difference, and you'll start clearing headspace. You'll start feeling better about yourself. You're giving yourself permission to say it's okay. You can put yourself first. It's important to put yourself first, but just don't put yourself under pressure. Don't feel like it as a task. Enjoy it. It's just a way of saying hello to yourself again. So maybe make a cup of tea tonight, bring your journal to bed, or just go into bed 10 minutes before you normally do, just to sit. Maybe put on your subliminal and just ask, what might bring me joy again? And don't search for the answer, because that will drive you mad. But just ask the question, put it out there. But just remember, the spark, it's still in you. You haven't lost it. But say yes to yourself by committing to these steps, and give yourself these quiet moments. It's just a little support, and just put yourself back in the picture, because you have so much to offer. You just don't know it yet. But trust me, you will. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Thanks, bye.